And we are live.
Hello, Shay.
Hello, Paul.
How are you?
I am right. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul, broadcasting live from Johannesburg, 8 p.m. every night, weeknight. Weekends we're having off. So, what does that mean to you? Well, that means you've got an hour to post some questions. That's what it means. So, folks, any questions? If you're not out partying, you're sat at home, and you need some clear guidance, please then drop a comment and we can help you the best way we can.
I'm still inviting people to watch.
Oh, I'm looking over the top just to see what you're doing.
Really sneaky.
Yes. How was your Friday, everybody? Good, I trust. Hope everybody's safe and well and a little bit happy. That would be nice.
Checking the stream. Yeah, still warming up. Checking Twitch. You got a viewer on Twitch and you got 2 on Facebook. And 1 on YouTube.
Plant the seed, Shay. Plant those seeds.
I'm trying.
Well, if you've just joined us, welcome. We're trying to get the party started. Sounds on.
I'm sure it is.
The party started. Yeah, we're trying to get people to tune in. So if you do have any questions, comments, or you just want to tag people who may have problems, then do so. We're doing this Monday to Friday now, and we're taking the weekends off. So you can get some questions for Monday. How's that?
And we have a question from Champagne. Hi, Paul as well. I'm wondering, can we get an update on this ex and his return? Thank you so much.
Hello, Champagne. You're still addicted to him, hey? I know, it's hard. Very hard. I think he's having a lot of trouble. I think there's a lot of chaos in his life. I think he's got his own set of problems at the moment. That's my feeling. But you know, holding on for his return is what's disturbing me, Champagne. And that's you know, that's the difficulty I'm having. At the moment, my feeling is that he's facing a lot of challenges and difficulties at the moment. So probably in the big scheme of things, to be seeing you, but he might use that as an excuse to see you, but it's still a little while before that will happen. So I can see I'm struggling with this a little bit. I'm done, yeah.
Okay. Just jumping through the streams. I think people are still warming up. Yeah, sorry, it took a little while to put everything together.
That's all right, Shay.
People are still warming up.
That's okay.
You might remind people that who you are.
Oh, I thought we were still warming up.
We are, but can't hurt, I suppose.
Well, yeah. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. If you've just tuned in, I'm a psychic, guidance counselor, and general helper. So if you've got any questions or need some guidance or help, please send some comments and send some questions, and we'll answer them for you. Do this every night at 8 p.m. Central African Time, and broadcast all over the world, which is lovely. If you want to have a look at the website, that's www.destinyhourwithpaul.com. So if you'd like to make a booking, we can do this on Skype or via the phone or in person in Johannesburg.
Champagne says, thanks, Paul. It's always appreciated.
Okay, Champagne, I know what you want, my baby. I know. And it's just very difficult right now.
You got some more people tuning in tonight. It's wonderful.
Hello, people.
Isabella asking, could I please get a reading?
Maybe. Can I please get a question? Isabel, we're trying to do specific questions rather than general readings, if that makes sense. If you want a general reading, then, it'd be very general. But if you've got a specific question, then we can answer that.
Right, you got some more people tuning in tonight?
Hello, people. Drop a question if you want a specific answer. The vague ones. Bit general. So if you've got some questions, not what does the rest of my life hold for me, but something a little bit more specific to you, then we can help.
Just checking the streams now. The streams are running smoothly tonight. Just waiting for a bit more clarification.
From Isabel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for more Pepsi.
You got some more people joining in. Looks like we're not getting much of a response from the previous question asked ago. So you got some more people tuning in tonight. We have a question from Renal. Good evening, Hope you had an awesome day. I have a question about my husband's boss. He is quite a narcissist and ugly. When will he be leaving the company so that my husband's life can be less stressful?
Hi, Ronelle. Thank you for the question. And I hear you, and I feel your hubby's irritation. It's still, Renelle, it's still going to be a long year for your husband, regrettably. So I'm saying that you'll have to stock, or he'll have to stock up on grandpa powders and anodins and dispirin, because it's going to be a very difficult year for your hubby. In regard to your question, I see some kind of health issue associated with the boss. So whether it's a blood pressure issue, but towards the end of the year, I feel that something has to happen in regard to his health before he makes that departure. So I can safely say that probably next year, before he leaves. But he will leave, but he's still got a few headaches to give you guys. Again, it's not forever. So I hope that helps you, Renelle.
Okay, we got a clarification from Isabella. She'd like a reading on finance and relationship.
I like the finance first before the relationship, Isabel. So makes you think. Well, it makes me think. How's my money situation? And then love. It's just very funny. Is it Isabella?
Isabella.
Okay. From financially, from April onwards, things start to kick in for you, Isabella. And I'm going to say it's a very progressive year in regard to finances. I do see perhaps an idea in business, or perhaps an opportunity, but you've got a very good, fertile imagination. That's what I want to say. So whether people will reward you for that initiative, or whether you can indeed use it to go on your own, it's very, very, very exciting. I think you are passionate, and I think you've got a good head on your shoulders. So from April onwards seems to be a very, very good year financially, and I can see paths opening up for you in that regard. There's a possibility that you may move. Okay, I don't know if that would be associated with any job, but there's movement of home kicking around. In regard to relationships, I've got the feeling that you're on your own. Even if you are with somebody, I think it's not as you want it to be. So I've got a very, very moving from the place you are at the moment, moving away from that situation. So good finances, love, depending on your situation at the moment, there's a move away from it. So I hope that's helped in some kind of way.
We have two questions. One from Stella saying, what's coming up for my love life?
Stella, hello. What's coming up? It's Friday. And you've got a lot of love, haven't you? I know that. Can feel that. I'm going to say this. Firstly, I feel that you have to hold out a little bit with, in regard to love and relationship. So it's not a long period to go, but I will tell you this, that somebody is going to enter your life, and I don't know what it is about April, but from April to June seems to be a very, very strong period for you to attract somebody. So hold out. Don't just take anybody. Hold out for somebody. Somebody is going to come, and they're sort of decent and respectable. But round about from April to June, prime time for you to be seen and to be noticed, Stella. So I wish you good luck.
We have a question from Sarah.
Sarah.
Would love to know if my business will develop.
It's funny, Sarah, I was just listening to Fleetwood Mac before I came in, and that song was playing. Hello, Sarah, and welcome. You wonder about the business, is that right? What's going to happen to her business?
Will her business develop?
Oh, will it develop? All right. Sure. It's quite remarkable. How long has this been going on? Because 7 has come up 3 times. Okay? Don't know if it's been 7 months or 7 weeks, but what you need to do is stop worrying about the business growing, okay, and the pressures that come with your own business. There's no doubt in my mind. And start doing more. Okay, you're good at worrying. Okay, I get that. And yeah, you have every reason to be concerned. But the worry is confusing you. And I don't know what business this is actually, but it needs more. It needs more effort and more passion. But here's the good news. Considering all the 7s, okay, I've got to tell you that possibly in the next 7 weeks, there's going to be a shift in attitude or a shift in a turnover. And by the 7th month, which is July, you are going to reap the benefits of these newfound energy that you're going to put in. You have to put in. You can't just I've opened this business and woohoo, and let it run. It's got to have your energy. But all indications are that you're going to do very well, but it just needs an attitude adjustment from you. Okay, it doesn't need your worry, it needs your love. Does that make sense? I hope I haven't come across as being too hard, but it's going to do well.
We have a question from Isabella, just wanting to know, what's my brother having, a girl or a boy?
Okay, okay. I've got to I've got fair features coming, and I so want to say a girl. I do, but I want a healthy baby. But my feeling is it's a fair-faced girl, light.
We have a question from Angela. Hello, Paul. I hope you are well. I've recently met someone. Can you pick up if anything will develop between the both of us?
Well done, Angela. Nice, thank you. Lovely question. It's nice to know that you can still meet people this day and age, and it's nice. Ooh. Will this develop? Is that the question? It will, Angela. It will, and it is going to develop. But this guy is a little bit he's got issues and troubles and concerns, which I feel he's going to spill onto you more than sort of sharing. And he's going to be a little bit, it's almost like you're going to be a little bit of a dumping ground for him. I don't like that. But he has the capacity to be trained. So do voice your concerns. If you feel that your ear is getting warm with all the moaning and stuff, put your foot down. It has the capacity to develop. Yes, it does. But as long as it's, he's not using you as a dumping ground with his mother issues, because I do feel he's got girl issues. But it sounds really negative, doesn't it? And I don't mean to do that. But I don't want your expectations to be, this is Prince Charming and he's got no troubles and everything's going to be fine. Because the reality of it, that's a fairy tale. I think he's got issues, and I think you both capable of working through them. But establish your ground, please, because I don't like anybody being used, whether it's or abused in any way, whether it's a boss or a dominant husband or a dominant sister or brother or dominant boss. It can be worked out. Okay, but I'm pleased for you, but on the other hand, I want you just to have your eyes open, please, my baby. Okay.
We have a question from a user called Boom Boom on
Boom Boom
on YouTube.
Kind of name's that?
She says, "I'm a girl, by the way."
Hello, Boom Boom.
Should I tell Rowan I want to be friends?
Boom Boom, that's just a good name, eh? There was a boxer called Boom Boom.
Really?
Yeah, Ray Boom Boom Manzini. He was good. And now the girls are called Boom Boom. Boom Boom. I think it's lovely. Should you tell that Rowan? Wow, okay. Let the guy down lightly. That's where you're going. Okay. What you've done, what you will do, you're going to do that anyway. But he's not going to be your friend. He's going to take this personally, and he's going to take it as he's been fired. So if you're prepared to lose what you had, or what you've got at least, then he's going to take it rough. He's going to take it. Oh, you're going to sort of knock him out with that boom boom. You are. So it's a polite way of saying, yeah, I just want to be friends. It's a polite way of saying, off he pops. And he's not going to be too thrilled about it. He'll be very cross and angry. But if he's in the way, or he's in your life, then I kind of get it. I do get it, but he's not going to be, you're going to lose him. So if you can deal with that loss, then by all means. But
continue, sorry. We have a question from AP on YouTube.
AP, how are you, 00 AP?
Hey Paul, hope you're well. May I please ask if you see me having my own business someday? Thank you once again.
It's a pleasure. I wanted to say thank you, Boom Boom, for the question before. I was a bit rude.
Sorry.
Because it's difficult to say. We're just friends. Now, will she have her own business, AP, one day? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I knew that before I drew the cards. You have got so much up here. You've got personality. You've got business acumen. You've got drive. There's no reason why you shouldn't own your own business one day. And I would just say that you just need the opportunity because you've got the passion. Okay. Now, if you've got any ideas on a business, which I'm sure you've got 150 ideas floating around that creative mind of yours, then I'm to tell you this. I just want to get clarification. And that's really why I'm using the cards, is for clarification. It could be sooner than you think. I don't want to push it or push you into rushing into it. But it could be as close as a year away. Could well be a year away. So the answer is yes, AP. Thank you for your question, my sweets.
We have another question from Sarah. If I'm permitted, could I ask for a family reading? I love how honest you are. I asked what field she'd like it in. She'd like it on the life of her family.
The family, Sarah, okay. Okay. Already I'm getting a dad issue. Is dad well? I've got an issue with dad's health, and horrible to hear. So I don't know if he needs to take better care of himself. But I do find the father figure giving a lot of himself. I really do. My big concern is dad. That's my big concern. And over the first half of this year, health issues, and this may be related to blood pressure, may be related to stress or anxiety, but that's the issue I've got. And you know, when people want a general family reading, it would be nice to say, you know, it's all going to be fine, but that's what's staring at me at the moment.
Sarah says, my my dad had just gone through lung cancer, but he's out on the other side for now.
He's out on the other side. Meaning, is he still with us?
I believe so. Came out on the other side.
Oh, okay. If we understand, this is a difficulty, Sarah. If we understand this correctly, Dad is going to have difficulties the first part of this year. If he hasn't, if he's late, we just need to clarify that.
In the meantime, he's been given the all clear for now. That's what she says.
Is that what you're saying? Thank you. All right. Oh, it's so awkward at the moment. Thank you for getting back to us. So if he's been given the all clear, it's wonderful news. My trouble is, I think Dad is going to, because of the severity of the illness. Great if he's had chemo and radiation treatment, wonderful, and all power to the Almighty for getting him through. But I think there's wear and tear on his other organs, which means I'm getting heart issues and blood pressure issues, perhaps as a result of all the treatment he's gone through. Okay, so we need to be extra careful with Dad. Although it's great that he's been given the all clear, he's still not out of the woods in other areas. So he's going to need a lot of attention, and he's going to have to look after himself. The family are going to have to look after him as best as they can.
Yeah, we have 3 questions coming.
3 questions. Thanks, Sarah.
We'll take the 2 from YouTube and then 1 from Facebook. Boom Boom would like to know, can I know Rowan's current feelings right now before I tell him? I want to know his feelings about our situation.
Well, Boom Boom, the first thing is he adores you. Okay. I think, your name says it all. With the energy and character that you are, I think it's very easy to fall in love with you. And I'm afraid that's what he's done. There's passion, there's emotion involved, which is why if you fired him, it's going to be so sore for him. But definitely he fancies you. Okay, hope that's enough. Yes, the next one.
Next one from AP. Paul, I'm not sure if you mind answering this. Do you think I'll ever have biological children? Something I've been worrying about lately.
You worry about a lot, AP. You really do. Okay, I think biologically, there's issues around your fertility. There's issues around it, okay? But that does not... So I've got to say, under this current climate, the answer would be no. Without treatment or a different approach to things. The other things which I'm thinking is that if you're going to go into your own business, have you got time to be pregnant? And that answer is absolutely not, because you are like 3 workers wrapped into one. So I can't see it, but you are very capable. You've got so much love in you that it would be a sin not to be able to share it. And however you get the children, you're going to get them.
2 questions. We have one from Chloe on Facebook, but I'll ask this one first from Vaina. Me again. Will I have my own car, place, and business one day? Because I lost everything with my divorce and everything looks dark for me.
Well, I can relate to that terrible loss. Will you have all those things again? Well, it's a lovely goal to set yourself. The question is, it took you a lifetime to achieve the first time round all those things. If you've got the backing of love and a good man in your life, you can achieve these goals again. Okay, I still think you've got enough energy and enough time to achieve those goals. And I'm going to say over the next 5 years. Now, I don't want it to sound like I've just sentenced you to 5 years in jail, because I haven't. 5 years of goals, okay? And within that time, those things could be achievable. So the answer is yes, don't hold back once you've got the support of a good man.
We have a question from Chloe.
Chloe, hello.
I would love to know if my sister and brother are together in spirit, please.
Oh, Chloe, what a beautiful
question.
Yeah, it just knocked me. Really did. Because it's a Friday night. It is here anyway. And you are thinking about, instead of partying and worrying about things, about yourself, you asked if your brother and sister are in spirit together. Oh, just a beautiful. Well, I'll tell you this. Now, the answer is yes, okay? I'm going to tell you this now, all right? There's reference to a little dog, okay? There's reference to your sister, and I don't know, was she a little bit crazy mad? Like naughty, nice kind of attitude. I've got her giggling like a naughty little schoolgirl, okay? And I've got your brother being kind of good looking, but he's the quiet one. And I'm getting a darkness of hair. I hope that rings with it. But he's a good looking dude. And yeah, they're together. With a little woofie. Yes, lovely question, Chloe. The other thing is, you need to know this, that you can feel, I think it's your right side, a sensation here at times, not all the time. I want you to know that is sister.
She says spot on.
Beautiful woman, this Chloe. Heart, I've never seen you, Chloe. I don't know what you look like, baby. But you got a heart like this. Okay? And I know you've got a tear in your eye, babes.
Question from Carmen on YouTube. I also have a business question. I started my business last year, but I had to put it on hold. Do you see me getting it back up and running, and will it be successful?
Hello, Carmen. Thank you for your question, my sweetheart. And I'm not trying to be patronizing. I just think you are a sweetheart. Something went wrong. I need you to analyze what the problem is. That's what I've got to say. Because if you sort of go back into it, it's the same problem again. What was the problem? Don't you believe? Oh, that's what it is. I think you ran out of money. Okay, and then your belief system went. Okay, so now we want the belief system to come up. And if you do that, energize it with your energy, of course. Energize it with your new attitude. Then the money picks up. Okay? That's it. Yes?
We have a question from Sarah. She said, if you can require messages from the spirit world. I would love to know if Nana Carter has anything for me.
That's nice, Sarah. Nana Carter. There's a smiley face for you. Okay. I'm almost getting a pet name. I'm getting her chewing. Like this. I don't know if she's chewing her gums or her teeth. Okay, but I'm getting chewing, and I'm getting a reference to her ear. Okay, one ear was either she was deaf in the one ear or it caused her problems. But there's a similarity between the way you look and the way she did when she was a little puppy as well. Okay? She thinks you're beautiful. Mum will tell you that. And I don't know if she suffered from arthritis because I've got her finger going like this. Crooked. Okay, I don't know what she's trying to say though. It's almost, I feel like she's saying that you have to enjoy yourself. She's throwing her arms up like this from her sitting chair. She's not standing up with a crooked finger. You have to enjoy yourself. So Sarah, take that for what that is, my babe. But know you're loved.
I just thought we should read this lovely comment, this touching comment from Chloe. Thank you so much. It's been a very rough year. Lost them both so unexpectedly, and your reading means the absolute world, and you were spot on. Sister was crazily unique, and brother was dark, good-looking, and very quiet. But both of them were absolute gems. Miss them very much, and thank you again.
Thank you, Chloe. That's just glowing. Just know this, that this comes from above, and I'm not going to claim any vain predicting. Hey, look at me. Okay, don't do that. It's a God-given thing. But let me tell you something. Those that brother and sister of yours, for them to pop through to somebody like me because of you, it's quite an effort. It's quite something. So for them to go to that trouble, do you know what I mean? And get that message to you. What does that tell you? They care like you cannot believe. So if you're having a glass of wine tonight, or whatever it is, raise your glass to them because they adore you. Okay? Absolutely adore you. Thank you, Chloe.
Another question from Renal. When I was a small little girl, I had a dream that I still remember today. I dreamt that my mother was swimming in the sea as I was standing on the beach. Then I turned and my mom was standing next to me and was comforting me. Why is this dream still with me?
Okay, Renal. I would say this, that my interpretation of that dream would be that your mom was in difficulties swimming in the sea, or you saw her in difficulties, but she got through those difficulties, Ronel. So while you were focusing on the difficulties, and then you turn, and all of a sudden she's with you. Okay, and that is pretty much the way I see perhaps you thinking about things, because you worry a lot. That's for sure, and you worry about everybody and everything, and that's Mum's way of saying everything's going to be okay. The sea's not going to take me. You're going to get through. So I hope you understand that, Ronel. So you're not going to drown in any problems that you have. So your mom is kind of saying to you, look at the problems in that dream, and then I was all right. I was next to you. And my feeling is she still is.
Just some more clarification from Boom Boom. She said, hi Hi, it's me again. I know I asked this before. I don't want to lose Rowan. The reason why I wanted to tell him about being friends is because I didn't know his feelings. I just wanted to know his true feelings before I do something I regret.
Yeah. Look, what does it take to go out with you, Boom Boom? Do you have he scores an 8 out of 10. Must he be well off, or must he be kind? I don't know what your standards are, but to me, he's ticking pretty much most of them. But most of all, he adores you. He adores you. He fancies you. There's chemistry. So I don't know if you're holding back because you feel that he's holding back. So therefore, that's making you a little hesitant. But if you know, guys are a bit funny. They kind of feed off, some of us, feed off your reaction. So if you gave him a wink, he might need that kind of inspiration to react to you. But at the moment, you all, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, we're dealing with that space in between. So make it easier if you want him to cross that space. But he's ticking all the boxes for me. But I don't have to go out with him. You do. Okay? But he fancies you.
Oh, you got some more people joining on Facebook.
Hello, Facebookers.
Yes, you can take a little break because it seems the questions have calmed down a little bit. So I
it's lunch
Pepsi time.
Time for Pepsi, sponsored by myself. Glad you're dropping comments. If you feel that people need help, why don't you share us or tag us, and let's see if we can help them. We do this Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. South African time. So if you're from overseas, I'm not sure what time it would be.
I know it's 11 o'clock somewhere in Canada.
Canada is 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. Tag us. If you want an appointment, we could do that. If you want a more in-depth reading, reasonable rates. And I do this full time, and my idea is to help you. So, if you want, site www.DestinyHour.
Sarah says, my daughter says, can she have a message, please? Her name is Lola Rose. A message for Lola.
Lola.
Then we have an interesting question from our friend Lemon Zest.
Getting this Lola as being very, very clever. Very clever. But a little bit cheeky. Okay, so we've got clever, pretty, got the dimples and the pigtails almost. A little bit cheeky. Okay, but on the whole, a lovely, lovely person. Hope that helps.
Question from Lemon Zest. Do you need the cards to receive messages?
No.
Or are the cards just tools?
I don't need. What you got, Lemon? Come on, give it to me. You must understand that, no, I don't, to tell you the truth. I knew a guy once that was also intuitive, and he picked up, those dinky wine bottles that you get? They're called dinkies, okay? The girl was drinking her wine, and she just 2 glasses or whatever it is. And then he picked the bottle. So here's the dinky bottle. And he read her from the dinky bottle. Good, eh? And it was true. That was the difference. No, I don't. But it's a tool. It's a guide. You know, it's like if you buy a soccer ball, doesn't make you a good soccer player. You've got to have the talent for it. And even if you don't have the ball during the game, you still make moves and plans off the ball. So it's a bit like that. So the answer, Lemon, is no. I don't. It's sometimes I hear, sometimes I feel, and sometimes I have to see, you know, because you get abstract things, questions from people you've never met, and then they do it via somebody else. Connect. So it's just a tool, my babes.
You have a comment from Kelly Waller. When you're not busy, check out my page. I took your advice about I think it was the decorating.
Oh, so you come on to my show and telling me to check out your stuff. I will do. It's lovely. So I take it, Kelly, hi, that your business of the business, I know what the business is, but I forgot what I was going to say. You took the vitamin advice. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Now, on that note, and you didn't ask for anything, and, you know, God bless you for that. It just, it's nice. On the strength of that, you're doing other things as well. It's come back to me. Thank you. All right. It's not just what you were doing, but you're doing other aspects. Okay. Just give it a little bit of time to set in and get the feel. But I'm telling you now, your phone is going to ring as a result of you diversifying, not a word, spreading your wings, spreading your talents. You're very, very good. And you need to put your mark and make things more beautiful than they are. Not just the what you've been doing, other things, vital. And the minute you do that, I can see light, and I don't know why lights keep coming through. I don't know if that's going to be another specialty of yours, Kelly, but do play with lights and fittings. But you should do very, very well. I'm actually dying to see what it looks like, Kelly. Thank you, my baby.
Just clarifying something up. You got some more people tuning in on everything, it looks like.
Hello, everybody. Doesn't matter where you're tuning in from, as long as you tune. And I mean, we're inviting questions on anything. Psychically, if you want guidance, or you just want someone to talk to or clarify certain things, we try and make your life easier. That's simple as that. Do this every night, except the weekends. So Monday to Friday, 8 to 9 South African time. So drop your comments or tag people. See if we can help them. Over to you, Shay.
I'm just waiting for the question to come through. Got some more people joining on Facebook, which is always nice.
Lovely, welcome.
Got lots of thank yous from everybody. And oh wow, thank you. You were spot on. And,
thank you.
I just don't want to feel your ego at the moment.
No, I don't do ego. Tried it, didn't work. I tried the ego and made my bum look fat. So stop that nonsense.
And we have only about 4 minutes left.
We've only got 4 minutes left.
We have a question from a can't read the username, so I'm going to call them KZ.
KZ.
Am I going to have a career, or am I just going to work random jobs that I feel have no meaning?
Oh, okay. Thank you for your question. Sort of lost at sea, aren't you? Floating with the tide. Okay. All right. My question to you is, if you want direction in your career with meaning, then you're going to have a little talk to yourself. What do you want to do? And I'm going to say this, it does require study or courses or diploma. Okay? So at the moment, the answer is yeah, you'll drift. And that's horrible to hear. Unless you put your foot down and make a plan to better yourself and get some kind of diploma or certificate behind you. You do that, then we're talking about a different KZ. Thank you.
We have a question from Nicolee. What's my brother trying to tell me he has passed?
Hi, Nicolee. Sorry, but thank you for your question. Nicolee, I'm getting outside with you. I've been taken outside, and I'm almost in. I'm almost in a field with a mountain in the distance. Okay, so I don't know if that means anything to you, but I don't know if he passed outside. Okay, or there's reference to outside, or he's actually showing me that he's at peace. If it was his sort of postcard of peace, would be the field with the mountain in the background. So he's at peace. I've got to interpret it as that. That's the picture postcard I'm getting from your brother. So it goes back to you. Are you at peace? And I think that is that's the big question here. So if he's showing me peace, not himself, he's showing me his picture postcard, then that we've got to take that as a message to you, that you must be at peace and stop. Remember this, he's with the best babysitter in the world. So he can take care of anything, okay? But he has to keep coming back to check on you, Nicolee. Okay, please take this, that you've just got a postcard from the beyond, okay? You've just got a postcard from the other side. It just turned. Postcard from the other side. And the weather's good and he's at peace. So take that, Nicolee.
Sorry, you keep going to the left.
Why did you break... Shay, why are you filming the wall?
This is an accident, sorry.
What?
It's the cord.
It's you. What are you doing? Why?
Understand what's going on here, so... Okay, can you stand still? Alright, it's fine now.
Kids.
Sorry. We have a question from Stella on YouTube. Hello, Paul. Can you tell me know the gender as well?
It's a little bit in the future. A little bit in the future. Of course it is. Everything's in the future, isn't it? I don't know what I've got about 4. So I don't know if 4 years is being presented, or indeed when there's a 4 in your age. So like you're 24, 34. That is significant. And I'm getting a boy. Okay? So I would say this. I was just checking on the cards. I think in 3 years there's going to be a 4 in your situation.
Okay. We have a question from Courtney. Am I meant to be a mother, and how many children will I have? And is my big brother with me?
Hi, Courtney. Are you meant to be a mother? It's funny, eh? All us guys think when we're young that all girls are going to be mothers one day, but that's not really the case, is it? I think you will. I think you will. But I almost want you to be in love before you start thinking like that. In a solid relationship. Will you... What was the part 2? Will she have children?
I'll get to you now. Try to reply to somebody quick.
Yeah, you will.
Second part, and how many children will I have? And then third part, is my big brother with me?
Oh, okay. You may well attract somebody that has children. So just saying, I think you're very capable at this stage of having 2. Maybe 3.
And then is my big brother.
Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah. You need to watch your stomach, because every time you think of him, your stomach plays up. Okay? And if you want kids, I want you to change that habit, because you've got this pit in your stomach every time you think of your brother. Is he with you? Well, he's your brother. Yeah, he's going to be. He's going to be. But, you know, you must understand this. He's not with you 100% of the day. He comes in times where he's worried about his sister. And he does worry a lot because of the stomach issue that you have. Every time there's an issue, it goes to your stomach, and not in your stomach. So he keeps checking on you. And know that you are loved, because if he keeps checking on you, that's an act of love. Okay?
We have a question from a different season. Hi, my mum passed almost a year ago, and I feel she is trying to tell me something.
Yes. Hi, Sue. You know, it's the first year. There's a whole series of firsts. You know, you got your first Christmas without your mum. You've got your birthday, you've got her birthday, you've got her anniversary, and all those significant things. And then you've got the anniversary of your mum. So you must understand this, that she's going to be on your mind a lot. Is there a message for you? I almost feel that she wants to say sorry. Don't know why she would want to say sorry, because I take it she had lost weight towards the end. There's a frailness about your mum. And perhaps she was not her usual self, and kind of a different aspect of her came out. Okay, so she's saying sorry. Sorry for what she put you through, if that makes any sense. And it's sorry what you're going through is. But she dressed well, your mum. And very shapely, if you don't mind me saying. I've got her coming through as, I don't know much about fashion, but a kind of a lacy black number, but it's got sleeves. It's not spaghetti. It's got sleeves and a matching dress. She looks well done and well put together. And her hair is short, but she's looking smart is the word. I hope that helps you.
Okay, we have 2 questions, and I think that'll be it for tonight. We'll take the first one from Lemon Zest, asking, may I know what Lest thinks of me?
What Lest thinks of Zest? Okay. Jumping out. I want to say that I've got to say this. Easy lemon squeezy. Okay, this guy, Zest. What's his name? Lest. Lest wants zest. Pure and full. Okay, I don't know what you've done to that person, but there's magic around.
And last question of the night from Courtney again. Can I ask one more question? Is the person I am with now the person I'm supposed to marry or have children with?
Oh, it's a brave question, Courtney. Brave question. Do you realize what sort of pressure this is on everybody? I would say that under this, there's room for improvement. Can I say that? There's room for and unless there is that improvement, the answer has to be no. Okay? Because there's a lot of shortcomings in this relationship. Okay? But if there's improvement, then I would say yeah. But if there's a selfishness about this relationship, not being the case, you know, everybody does deserve a chance to better themselves as a partner. So encourage that before you throw in the towel. Okay? Thanks, Courtney.
And with that, we are 11 minutes over time.
11 minutes over time, no overtime pay. Correct?
Correct.
So, I want to thank you all for watching, and thank you all for the comments. Monday to Friday, we're having the weekend off. So I wish you love, peace, and questions back on Monday. And God bless you all.